Go straight to Old Town right now. Speak to our very own Francis Mtalaki. Francis, it looks very deserted out there despite the outspokenness of some of those people in Ashamwilu's story. Tell us, what's happening right now? What's going on?
Well, currently what is happening, there's no movement within the Old Town area. And currently where we're standing is between Digo Road and Makadara Road, one of the areas that the security operators have been moving around each moment. And we can be able to see a number of security officers here. And, of course, doing some patrols within this road. But the major challenge for the security operators is that Old Town is quite unique in terms of manning this area because there's a lot of paneros. For example, where I'm standing on to my right, this is Old Town. But onto my left, which is the GPO at Posta area, this area is not under the partial lockdown. So tomorrow there will be a number of activities that will be happening in this area. But onto my right, then there will be no activity. And in between the Digoro, there's a number of panyaros. So that is a major challenge for the security apparatus. But earlier on, the county commissioner here in Mombasa, Mr. Gilbert Kitio, spoke with us and said that they are prepared to make sure that no one moves out or goes into the Old Town area that has been put under partial lockdown. And also, after the implementation of the partial lockdown, we also met a few of residents who are moving out of Old Town, given that after you cross over to Digo Road, then that is we are within the CBD, and also the area is not under partial lockdown. So that is also one of the issues that the security officers will have to face in terms of the implementing the guidelines that have been set by the National Security Council as well as the Ministry of Health. But we also spoke to a number of residents, and this is what they had to say.
Tungependa wakazi wa Mombasa wajue kwamba hii cessation of movement sio punishment, sio adhabu, lakini ni mojawapo tu ya zile jitihada za kuhakikisha kwamba corona haiwezi kusambaa. Na tunaomba sana wakuu watu watulifu, lakini mahali ya basics ya kununua basics itakuwa duka ya kawaida kuuza na kununua basics, hiyo itakuwa kama kuna mini market kidogo, supermarket kidogo, mahali watu wananunua baadhi ya vitu, hiyo ni sawa. Kama kuna, tunajua shida ya Mombasa ni maji, wale wanasafirisha maji kwenda kuuza pale ndani, hiyo ni sawa kwa sababu hiyo ni basic necessity. Wale wanataka kwenda hospitali watawezeshwa kufika.
It is a good directive, but then you see they have to give us an advance, like a day, to prepare ourselves. And if you are, because sometimes there are some people who work night shifts, so they cannot come home. And those who are out inside, they cannot go out.
I'm protecting my family right now because alafu the thing is, kila mtu anajua wakati sahihi vile iko wakazi. Okay? Companies wanafikiria kupunguza watu because of watu hawafiki kazini, because kazi hakuna zimeenda. Now in that case, kama mtu 15 days akikwama hapa atapoteza kazi yake pia.
We're going to go back to Francis Mtalaki live in Old Town. Francis, I want to ask you a question I asked Hassan earlier on. Again, Ramadan, the holy month of Ramadan is 2 weeks in. Most of the residents of Old Town are Muslim. Evening prayers around 6:35, 6:40. I mean, the people want to take a walk around the neighborhood. Do they feel restricted? Are they telling you this is too stringent, this is too tough? Be careful of that car behind you, by the way. Yeah.
Well, it is a major concern given that Old Town is a Muslim-dominated area, and many of them have raised that concern, saying that they also needed to move out because the culture of the Old Town residents is that at this moment of the holy month of Ramadan, they usually congregate together, but that they cannot be able to do it at this moment. And they also want a clarification from the government in terms of movement from one household to another. And that one also is a concern, given that this is an area that has reported more than 50 cases of COVID-19. But in terms of the Ramadan, they're saying that they also want to move out, because at this moment of time, many of them would want to go to do some shopping. But the famous Marikiti will now be closed from early in the morning, given that that is the area that many of Old Town usually go for shopping. But now they will not be allowed to do that. Also, some of the residents are also wanting a clarification in terms of can they be allowed to move out and do some shopping within the Old Town. That also directive was also made clear by the county commissioner that they are allowed to do so. But in terms of the holy month of Ramadan, it is a challenge, and also they're saying that they will abide as much as the government has been able to put that directive.
Francis, I'll tell you the same thing I told Hassan Mugambi. Good reporting. Stay safe. That's our very own Francis Mtalaki there live in Mombasa.